Welcome back to more Rimworld. My name is Tobel. Popo is back with us, alive and well, and apparently all his parts are working and operational, which is awesome. I just finished working on everyone's work priority, so these are kind of reset. I did need to add a couple folks onto the childcare, which we now need to worry about since Zooks is here with us, or Zux or Zooks. I'm still debating this. Let's go with Zux. Zux is going to be our lovely child, who is now, what, 12 days, 10 days old? I did modify, oh thank goodness the heat wave's over. People are passed out in the rooms with coolers just to try to overcome or deal with the heat. In the options, we did modify the baby and children mod, and I've set their accelerated growth factor to be a rate of 12. So like, I think it's for every 1 day that would normally pass for any other person, 12 days would pass for Zux. So hopefully they'll be able to get in there. Did I already change the name? Probably. We had a couple people that didn't have a job. What? We have so much stuff to do. There's no way that people don't have jobs right now. I believe that was just a temporary thing. What else do we need to worry about? We do want to get our research going, which Salik is doing, which is wonderful. Kakala, what are you up to? Oh, you're helping out. I forgot all about the fact that people can assist at different stations. That's actually really awesome. Bad temperature in the research lab. Well, that's going to be fixed up hopefully soon once we get our air conditioning research. So air conditioning's coming up. I want to go ahead and queue up some auto doors. What other stuff do we want to have that's maybe a low item? Eventually, I'd like to get into multi-analyzer. That will be a big one. Hospital bed wouldn't be bad. I guess we could queue it up like this right now. There we go. Hospital auto door, hospital bed, multi-analyzer. That's a big one that's going to unlock a lot of other items. So it's going to help us with future technology. It's also going to make things run a lot faster. So, that being said, what else needs to get adjusted here? We have all of our hops and all of our barley right behind the brewery so we can make wort whenever we can. We seem to be running out of food. So let's go back into, who's our better hunter? Let me queue the hunting up. Georgia is the best priority for it. So let's do, or the best skilled for it. So let's do Georgia for hunting and Harp. Does Harp have a weapon? I don't think so. It says hunter lacks a weapon. Do we have any spare rifles maybe? We have a shot-off shotgun. I don't think that's the rifle we want to be using. So maybe we'll wait on that one. Let me go ahead and undo you. Meanwhile, we also have this awesome infinite chem reactor, which is going to be dropping off 75 chem fuel for every 10 days, which to me seems like a pretty fair amount for like a trickling provider. New lovers, Kakala charmed Salik by describing him as a breathtaking aurora. Salik agreed to become Kakala's lover. That's awesome. Kakala and Salik now want to sleep together. Well done, gentlemen. Is it both gentlemen here? No, it is not. Sorry, Kakala, you look very husky, I should say. So Sheriff Kakala, also Mayor Kakala, is now sleeping with Salik. And by the way, everyone is on a restricted schedule. So I did kind of customize their work schedule, which I don't know if this is going to work out or not. I just really wanted to test it. Because we had a lot of people who would start, doing farming, for example, and then turn around and stop and immediately do something else, like, oh, I want to go shower or something, which was just not working out for us. So we will have them trying this out for a bit, see how it works. Sir, hops is supposed to be delivered unto here. How could you? You have the critical level on, too. Esposito, you've been hanging out here for a long time, Esposito. You're such a great person. And I think they have a chance of joining us, too, which would be kind of cool, if I remember right. We have actual guest beds. Hey, you know what? We haven't done this in a long time, either. Let's go ahead and set up our furniture in here. Now that we've kind of caught up with the major construction around the base, let's go ahead and start building our guest room areas. I think I was going to have something like, how's I going to do this? Was it something similar to how we had it? Like this, and then maybe something like this? That could be 3 toilets, 2 showers. That's fine. That should work out. And I can go into the hygiene mod, change these to stall doors. I believe that will prevent people from peeking in and being upset. And then we will add in a nice big steel shower, if I could find it. A couple of steel showers here. We're actually out of steel, so that needs to be addressed relatively soon as well. Steel and then a steel toilet. There we go. So you will get taken care of, my friends, any guests of ours that are staying, and then we will throw in, something basic like an area for them to hang out. I think I also want to throw down a couple of shelves. This is where we're going to try to sell some of our goods. And the shelves are nice because they tend to take your excess items So it's one way for us to kind of do a little bit of extra storage without taking up more space. So we'll designate this as the sales zone at some point. And then over here, we'll do something like this is where our guests can come hang out and eat and whatnot. So I'll work on that in a bit. We are having a party. Jackson's throwing a party. You know, we should have our parties in this nice recreation room. So let's change this to party spot. Party foul. We have a caravan spot, don't we? Caravan, something like over here. Fair enough. So our hay grass is being grown, which means we'll be able to make some... I think we're going to be able to make... I think we can do something like another refrigerator. I love these wall refrigerators, by the way. I use these a lot. As you can tell, I use a ton of these. And I think they're really useful, to be honest, because they allow your cooks to be, you know, stationary, basically, and not have to go wander all over creation to try to get whatever items they're, you know, they need for their recipe. I think it's really, really great. We also probably want to do another couple of runs with a very quick, fast-growing fruit or something, or vegetable. We could do a couple runs of wheat in order to get quite a bit of flour. That could be an option. We also probably want to start restricting our clothing. I have not done that in quite a while. Let's clear the forced items here. And I'm going to manage the outfits. Just change the anything to say I only want good quality items and then good hit points right here. So 51% or better kind of clothing, or 50% or better, and then normal to legendary clothing. And they'll start dumping their stuff out. And hopefully we'll start burning the bad clothing eventually once we start getting more of our jobs taken care of. Yeah, our room is really tight for the party room. We will, you know, we are eventually going to continue to expand our base. We do want to move into the mountain here. There's tons of mountain space available. I still don't know what's going to come further on. Right now, the raids against us are really kind of passive. And I don't want to jinx it, but they are relatively easy to defeat. So hopefully, for the next little while, we'll still be able to get those types of enemies as we build up our technology. We're kind of playing catch-up at the start of the game. There's a lot of technology that we need to get out of the way first. Contract has ended. Oh no, is that Esposito? Esposito has chosen to leave us. That's kind of bummed. Well, Esposito, it's been so nice to have you. Thank you so much for your full payment. You've been a wonderful guest, my friend. Come back anytime. We really do appreciate you here at Anvilboat. Anything else we need to be concerned about for the moment? I know a lot of these buildings look, you know, misshapen, and I wanted to edit and modify the way some of these were looking. But at the moment, there's I'm kind of just waiting for people to go back to crafting jobs. We need to get some stone blocks crafted before we change all this into our limestone walkway. By and large, though, I think we're doing pretty good. I think more people mining would be nice. I did put everyone on high priority cleaning so that we can kind of clean up our base a little bit. It has been a wee bit messy of late. So Zux has a work frenzy apparently. She will work faster for the next 8 days. You go, baby Zux. You go. Look at this awesome stats, though. You're incapacitated. 24 days old already. That's actually really good. That is flying through. So hopefully we'll be able to get them up to a toddler stage soon. And by that time, maybe we'll have one of our other rooms dedicated to education and whatnot. Let's follow some folks around. We haven't watched our crew in a hot minute. So I've given them a bunch of orders to do. We are trying to make this new. In fact, what I can do is do this and set it to guest room. And we can say, I don't know, like 20 silver, 10 silver? We'll keep it pretty cheap to start with. And we'll find out where the limit is. And what we also want to do, hello, I don't really want you here, Boomrat. Wild creature, Boomrat of death. Why don't we set a new zone? And I think, how many zones do we have? A ton, actually. Do I need to, manage some areas here. Tenant housing. Let's go ahead and kill some of this stuff off. Squiddy, we no longer use that. Let's kill everything off. We're going to make some new areas. So this is going to be the guest living. And then this is going to be guest purchase. Okay, so we're going to set a new expanded allowed area here. Guest living is going to be right here. And then, I don't know, do we want to do... I think guest living can do like something like this. Yeah, this is like all the areas that guests are allowed to move around in. I think I need to reset that. Maybe just name it guest allowable, maybe? There we go. That makes more sense. So this is all the areas, or these are all the areas that guests can go to. And then we'll set this to purchase. And you'll see what I mean about this purchase thing here in a bit. So there's the allowed area. There is guest allowed. So anywhere this is present, our guests can move around. Hello? Was I on remove? I think I was on remove. That's why. So we'll give them a nice clean path. They'll be able to use our dining hall if they want. They'll be able to use our not our research area. They'll be able to use our rec room if they want to come hang out. I don't really know if there's any other reason to let them stay anywhere else, though. Right? They're not going to be using any of our other buildings, so they can pretty much go to our dining hall. They can stay in our other area. They can come up here, walk along our fields, I suppose. I don't know, maybe they need a place to hang out and do their own recreation, so we'll say yes. You can also walk over here and use our shooting fields, which should be relatively fun. We'll experiment with this in a bit. I think I need a guest before I'm able to modify what the default values are. So I'll wait for that to come up. I am putting down our shelving. We do have a bunch of stuff set to be built here, like the piping, the plumbing. As you can see, we also have the lighting. Power is going to be ran over there. I think I'm also going to expand our kitchens over a bit so we can have a bigger dining room. Dining room right now is a little sad, so I might work on that after a bit. Everyone's really busy. Let's take a look at a random person. Harp, what do you do? I don't remember what you are. So Harp, you are one of our chefs. Okay, so you are 1-1 in cooking. You are cooking a fine meal by running all the way out here and grabbing the milk. That might mean that we don't have anyone. Oh, shoot. We are out of food. Holy crap. Do we have problems with... We have one hunter, I think. So, Georgia, are you hunting? You're playing horseshoes. It is evening where everyone's able to hang out and do whatever they want. So, is our manager stuff working? I should say that. Do we have the proper hunting thing set up? Here's our stock. Corpses designated. Designated is at like 500. So, we're definitely not at the right area. So, maybe Harris can help with hunting. I do like that you can set job assignments with the associated tool here, or with the associated management screen. So more people doing the murder for the animals. We do have a lot of meals stacked up, which is fine. We just want, we need to have more of a supply. You know what we could try to do? I did seem to recall seeing a massive brontosaurus over here somewhere. What are you? A UD. What in the world? I think I seem to remember this as well. Another Tyrannosaurid dinosaur. Fascinating. So you are probably going to... Yeah, 7.19. You hurt. We will not be messing with you. Lots of corpses out here, too. 2.4 days. Let's go ahead and have Dadu come haul 1. We'll have you come haul 1. We'll have Harris come haul 1. I might have to manually look at getting some more hauling done. We could try to create our own robot. Remember, we talked about that before. We do need plasteel, which is our big limiter. So maybe I should go into the work tree and say we need someone dedicated to hauling. I mean, James isn't doing... Well, James is one of our tailors. He's like one of the primary crafters. Who else is a robot that's not doing a ton? It was pretty much Dadu. So Dadu is skilled in crafting as well. James is skilled in crafting. That leaves pretty much Harris. Why don't we have Harris dedicated to hauling? Hunting and hauling is pretty much all Harris does, alongside cleaning things up. So we're going to do prioritize hauling, so maybe we can get some stuff brought in. And then... I could have sworn we had a Bronto, but they might have left the map, which would be a bit of a bummer. Or an Allosaurus would also bring in a lot of food. What about some Stegos? Stegosaurus probably has quite a bit of meat on it. There is a revenge chance on harm. 25% revenge chance. And then meat. Where's my meat value? 360 meat per kill. So that would indeed bring in quite a bit of food for us. So which option do we pick? We could go for the crazy Yudi. How much does the Yudi bring in? Only 488. It would make more sense to probably kill the less aggressive. I assume the Yudi's like 100% chance. Yep, 100% chance to get revenge on harm. Tons of deer out here. Did we ever want to have some of these for ourselves? I think we did. Let me go into our manager tree. We have Sphinx cats. That's pretty much all we have. Why don't we go for deer? Try to see if we can't maybe get a nice breeding pair. Let's do 2 males. And, I mean, up to 5. I don't want to have everyone trying to do a ton of taming and wasting our food. So, for the moment, we're just going to say, let's do 1 male and 1 female. That's all we want to have. And then we can have, like, 2 babies each. So, let's auto-designate them to be tamed. Butcher the excess, that's fine. Okay, so we'll throw this on the management tree as well. So hopefully we'll go train some of them. What are you up to? You're hauling the dead alpaca. Yeah, I believe we just need to do a little bit better about getting dead animals that are kind of already out here dead in the wild. This is already desiccated, so it is not going to be something that's harvestable. Whatever happened to our Auroch bulls? Do you remember the Auroch bulls that were over here in this corner? They lasted for a really long time. Oh, a pony. I want a horsey. I absolutely want a horse. And I kind of want a Timberwolf, too. 10% chance to fail, though. Again, every taming attempt does use some of your food up, so I should be a little bit careful with how much I'm trying to tame at any given point. Yeah, not a ton of animals out here. I think the stegos are going to be what we have to go hunting for. So, I will queue up one of these for hunting, and we'll see how our hunter does. Bandit Camp Quest. Lioness, the prime counselor of the South Bootium Pact, has told us about a camp. There are 3 enemies there. Okay, they have a basic labor chip. Basic labor chip is teaching Android several new ways of performing tasks in a much quicker, efficient fashion. Interesting. What would this do? I wonder if it gives them the ability to use basic labor when they don't have the basic labor enabled. I really just want to get like a delivery version of a Roomba. Just something that goes out and hauls things and then brings them back. Okay, so I did tear down. Hello, random lynx. Oh, a lynx got all the way through. Is it going to fire? Good try. Oh, you are actually firing. Nice job, turret. You're going to wreck this animal, probably. Hello? Can I set force target like this? There we go. Okay, there we go. And we'll finish this off with a nice hunt. Nice. At least the turret did what it was supposed to do. It protected us from an animal that came in our base. Are you doing like one shot? Did it just one shot kill it? Or attempt to? Oh god. I think I need to clear the force target here. Stop force attack. There we go. Our hunter will finish that off. Wonderful. So back to it. Who's over here? That is another squiddy. Sand squid. Let me throw down some more, kind of clean up. I did delete the old animal area, so let me put down another animal area. One question we haven't talked about is, do we want to put down some traps for our kill zone? That's all normally part of any good security design. I've had bad luck in the past with traps, where people decide to kind of YOLO swag and kill themselves, but if we do put in a door system, like an airlock door, we should be able to make sure people go out the door as opposed to going through the maze. I think the more difficult it is to go through it, the more they'll look for a different area, right? They'll go through the door as opposed to going through this giant kill trap zone. So, what I want to do, what's our spare? We were using, what, sandstone for this? What's our sandstone count at? We have a little bit of sandstone left, so let's throw down, how much would we use here? Sandstone wall. Okay, that's fine. Let's throw down a sandstone wall. What I want to do is double wall this eventually. And I'm going to throw in a kind of a steel, probably a steel or iron door. We'll just do iron for the moment. So we're going to put iron doors here and here. That's going to let our people out through like a kind of a controlled airlock. Leave that for the future. What else do we have going on? Our wheat is almost done. We have wheat in 3 places. Oh, 4 places? How crazy did I go with wheat? Crap. I don't think I meant everything to go to wheat. Let's change this over since this just started. Let's go over to something relatively quick. Cabbage is really quick, isn't it? 8 days for lifespan. Lynx is hunting Hoban for food. What's the growing time? 0.8 days. So this should be really, really quick. Let's go to corn, though. Corn should take a little bit longer. 11 days, but it should give us a lot more yield. Yeah, 22 per compared to 1. So we're going to go for the longer route. What's hunting what here? I think it's going to come all the way in here, and our turret should get it. Is it hunting one of us, or is it hunting our kitty? Uh-oh, it's going to get the kitty. Don't do it. Don't do it. Run, kitty, run. Okay, I probably should have Harris helping out earlier. Are you dead? Colonist needs treatment. Harris is getting beat up by a lynx for the moment. Let's grab some folks to help out. Stupid cats. I knew I should have set them in the home zone as opposed to out in the wild. Crap, are we even damaging this thing? I don't think we are. It's been bruised. His arm has been cracked. Is the cat fighting back too? It is. Oh no. Hoban needs rescue. And Hoban is dead. Sad day. The lynx has fully destroyed our wonderful kitties. Verity, come help. Go melee attack this thing. Georgia, come melee attack this thing. We'll all gang up and beat it over its head. God, you're not doing too good, Harris. Why don't you move away? Okay, you're good now. Good gracious. Can I get somebody to haul this away, maybe? Dead. Too heavy. There we go. Haul. And we will, of course, sacrifice Hoban, our kitty, and eat her. Now, I did actually take off. You're hunting the Mega Sloth? Okay. I did take off or disable the robots doing resting. Because I don't know if it improves or not. I think they just heal over time, right? not entirely sure. Mega Sloth Revenge? Yeah, that thing, if that shot went through, the Mega Sloth is hurting hardcore. 30% damage there. Heart shot, yeah. It is in rough shape. Death in 4 hours. Although Harris is not doing too hot either. Let's do running gun and let's start running back into base. Poor Harris. He's trying so hard. We have finally researched auto doors, which is lovely. Oh, crap. You know what? Harris is really slow. Things I shouldn't have allowed. Oh, come on. That was like 4 shots from this massive rifle of death. There we go. Nice job, Harris. We'll prioritize hunting. I think you're actually still hunting it. Yep, there we go. Nice job, buddy. As wounded as you are, you're still very, very efficient. Random corpse out here. I'm going to or allow instead of disallow so we can kind of bury it or burn it. Who else is doing stuff in our lovely camp? Mayor Kakala is helping out with the harvest. Stegosaurus Revenge now. This is on Georgia? Yeah, it's on Georgia. I think Georgia might be able to get this one. Holy crap. This thing took a ton of shots before it finally decided to fight back. Georgia apparently is super sneaky when it comes to hunting stegos. Nice job. So we're going to have a lot of meat now. That's going to be very, very helpful. We have a lot of crops coming in. You know what? Honestly, can I prioritize removing this floor? I don't know why we've never removed this floor before. It's driving me crazy. I've had this queued up forever now, and no one has ever decided to try to get it done. So I'm going to force someone to remove every single tile. We'll do that behind the scenes. But we are going to get it done. Hooray! All the floors have been removed. I had to do every single one manually. But, dagnabbit, we're going to make it happen. Let's expand our potato fields finally. And choose potatoes here. Oh, crap. That just changed everything potatoes, didn't it? Yes, it did. No, let us not do that so I don't wind up having everything get reset. You go back over to wheat. You should stay... Oh, we are doing corn already. So maybe I don't have to do corn twice. Let's keep you on corn. And I did change this one to corn recently, I think. Let's just do potatoes. That's fine. 2 potato plants or fields are just fine for us. So what else is going on? What do we need to worry about? We have folks doing repairs, which means we're pretty far through the construction tack. I believe we need more steel. And I'm not entirely sure why we're not getting more steel made. Like, that should either... I still don't know where the smelter is in the work list. I would think it's under smithing, right? Machining, crafting, medical, fabricate, make weapons. I don't know where any smelting stuff is, though. Smelt items is under crafting. That's where it's at. That's why nothing's getting done, because crafting is often the last thing on the list. So I'll assign Popo to work on crafting. I'm going to have James primarily do tailoring. And we'll have Dadu become the master smith. That's what we'll try to do. All of the robots... was it all robots, actually? I know that was... James is a robot. And... was it Dadu or Kif? Yeah, no, it's all robots doing all of our crafting. That's awesome. They're the most creative among us, of course. So he's... I don't know which one's going to be more priority, though. Is it smelting, or is it going to be making chunks of bricks and whatnot? A Timberwolf is all the way deep inside our base. Damn it. I wish there's a way to say, kill anything that gets through your gate. How are we supposed to deal with this kind of a threat? Let's get James to help out. Where's that Timberwolf at? Oh, it's so close already. Crap. Oh, little kitty. Maybe I should have our kitties only be going, like, along the main road. We'll make a separate special location just for cats. Oh, you're screwed. I mean, honestly, the cat population is a bit high right now anyway, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I'd be a bit more upset if it was hunting one of our cows or something. All right, let's finish off Yon Timberwolf. We'll let Kakala get a nice burst here. Classic Timberwolf hunting with a machine gun. Okay, there it comes, and we'll send James in to help out. Animal needs rescue. Yeah, I think James has hopefully got this one. Everybody beat the crap out of it, shall we? Teamwork makes the dream work. Kakala, are you okay? Good God, 10 hours. Oh, no, it scratched you in the nuts. Holy crap. Let's get you taken care of as soon as possible. That's awful. Poor Kakala. Reproductive organs have been super scratched. Oh, yeah. That's rough. Death in 10 hours. I think we'll be okay. I believe Kakala is not going to bleed out that quickly. Who's our medic? I like how the medics are taking care of the cat before they're taking care of Kakala. That's super messed up. Come on, guys. Kif, what are you doing? There we go. Take care of Kakala. Take care of Kakala's, you know, itty-bitty bits, okay? Much better. There we go. Let's also finish up making this the guest area. 10 silver for every bed. Lovely. Good God. The lynxes are everywhere. I think the turret's going to get this one, though. It'd be... Oh, damn it. It'd be a lot nicer if it fired immediately as soon as it came into the area. Or I should say, if it immediately indicated that it was coming to hunt, that would be a little bit easier to deal with. Georgia, come on over here. Where's my other hunters at? Zooks, I don't think you can help us out yet. Verity, you can help out too. Oh my God, these damn lynxes. They're just annoying more than anything. Georgia, let's pull you back a little bit and let the other folks help out. There we go. We shall beat the crap out of this lynx body and turn it into a delicious meal. Why are they having so much trouble hunting? That was our cat that just died. Hey, is Kakala okay? Yeah, Kakala's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of animals that are jumping in here, getting through. Do we want to maybe have some kind of a better trap system? We can have the normal traps, the spike traps and whatnot. Those are pretty basic. I could throw a turret down here, but I feel like that's going to involve a lot of possible friendly fire. So I'm not sure if I want to put a turret in the middle of base. Are there any zones that say kill an animal that walks through here? I don't think so. You know, at the earliest convenience, I think I am going to install the work mod that lets me modify the work tab. Because this part right here, this here, is driving me crazy. Look how many animals are sitting here. What we'll do is our chefs right now have it higher prioritized to make meals than to go butcher. So I definitely want to get this taken care of sooner than later. Okay, in one fell swoop, I have added the work management mod, or the, I think it's just called work mod, or work plus or something. But this is going to finally let us make a couple of adjustments internal to some of the working orders, which I think is really critical for things like, say, where did my cooking tab go, if I can find it amidst the crazy chaos here. Right, cooking. What we want to do is say, let's make all of cooking a number 2, but butchering, wherever that might be, butcher creatures right here. Butchering creatures is always going to be a high priority. So whenever our chefs decide to go chefing, they're going to always try to come over here and butcher up the corpses. So that is my goal, and they're perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. In fact, you know what? Why don't you just go ahead and drop the meat, and we'll rely on someone else to kind of move it into a different area. There we go. Beautiful, sweet butchery at its finest. Hopefully it won't sit here too long. Spoils in 2 days. And there, just like that, we had a... Oh, poor kitty. Just like that, we had a small issue with all of our food production, and now we're going to be in much better shape. Where's my my main hauler again? Oh, it is awful when you're trying to look at a single skill, but it's really helpful when you're trying to kind of coordinate other things. In fact, I can go down here to crafting, for example, and if I crank my head around sideways, and I find our main... Who's our main crafter? I think it's right here. We wanted to say... Smelt, was it not? Smelt items is now a priority 1. So that is going to be the first thing that our smelter does before they do anything else. So hopefully we'll be getting into the whole make more steel to help us out pretty soon. One more priority here. I'm going to also say, where's my fermenting? Merge things. Actually, merging would be kind of useful too. I might make merging a higher priority skill. And then... Oh, my neck hurts. Really, there's no other way to do this, I don't think. Oh, there we go. It's actually under cooking. Oh, no. If I do this, it will give brewery to everyone. Although, I think it's okay. If I just do this and say I want everyone to fill the fermenting barrels whenever possible, it'll give everyone a kind of little symbol there. That means that, well, they have some priorities in cooking or brewing, but it's not everyone. Okay, that's fine. So whoever's available will always try to fill the fermenting barrels with any available wort like that. Perfect. And now we're soon going to have a ton and ton of beer available to us. Verity is now fully healed. What else is going on? Unhappy with bedrooms. Yeah, you've been unhappy for a while, Salik. Why don't we try to make this bedroom a little bit nicer? All we have to do is make it, I think, roughly better than everyone else's. So we can do... We've got a ceiling light already. We have any pelts or anything? No. No Muffalo pelt. We could just throw down... I don't know. What else can we put in here? You've already got flowers. I guess we'll just put down a comfy boy armchair. What do we have the most leather of? I should ask before I do this. We have... You know, we don't have a ton of leather. I wonder if we should start doing patch leather, so we can have more of a single ingredient. Let's see how patch leather helps us out down the road. Well, we did just harvest a bunch of animals, right? 137, 154. I think it's already been converted and merged. Yeah, we don't really have a ton of leather and whatnot, so maybe a big, giant, comfy chair is not exactly what we should do. I don't have any art installations either that I could add into your lovely abode. What does make a room really, really nice? That's not the one I want. I think it's the room right here. So this is mediocre, somewhat poor. What are you specifically grumpy about? You just want it to be better? Your room isn't good enough. I want a really impressive bedroom. Impressiveness is mediocre. Okay, what is impressiveness? I don't remember what gives you an impressive value. Beauty? This is a character's desire for beauty. I think impressiveness might just be everything, right? Cleanliness, the amount of beauty in a room, all sorts of different stuff. Let's just see if I can find anything extra to add in here. We'll give him a sitting cushion. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Give you a lovely plain leather... Ugh. We should have some sauropod stuff left over. Do we not? We really don't have anything? Well, we will eventually have patch leather, so we'll add a patch leather sitting cushion and a shelf. Here, have a lovely shelf just for you. I need to make some room for the air conditioning and whatnot. And your own weapon rack. Sure, why not? Can I put the weapon rack on the wall? I can't. Put it over here. Alright. So maybe Greedy and Whiny Salik will be happy with all those items added in. Holy crap, where's Zux going? Zux, what are you doing? Is Zux already in... 55 days old. I thought she was incapable of moving. Oh, she's a toddler now. She's child-growing toddler stage. Fascinating. That's pretty quick. Zux showed no... Oh, no! Don't let the baby ride the Gigantopithecus! Why is this even happening? Why is there a screaming, crying baby walking into the freezer to get their own What a messed up mod. Our bare-ass baby is going into the freezer to get their own fine meal and have a delicious hot cocoa, apparently. Oh, this is awful. We need some better priorities for this baby. Apparently it's just gonna wander around, though. Can this thing work? It can be a patient and it can be on bed rest. That's about it. Okay. Colony child of ours, you're just gonna crawl around, I guess, and do whatever you want to do. So, right now, the baby Zux is starving, basically, and it keeps trying to wander to find its own meal, and every time it's ran away, Dadu has ran over and put it back in its crib. It's kind of awesome. I don't quite know... I'm not sure I really like the child mod that much. I mean, it's cool. It's just disturbing to see a child walking along, doing its own thing, and then someone kind of hauls it back over to the... Oh, God. Over to its little crib here. We have a boom rat that has self-destructed inside of our base. No big deal, thankfully. That was rather lucky that didn't go right next to anything else that's flammable. How are we doing on our mining? God, this is going to take forever until I get some more folks doing mining work. The construction stuff is better. As you can see, things are looking a little bit better than they used to, right? We've got a actual walkway in a lot of places. Still haven't quite gotten to the floors yet. We're getting there. We only have a few builders at once. I do believe that everyone... Is anyone unhappy with bedrooms? No one has a problem with their clothing, though, which was really, really important. We wanted to make sure that everyone... Oh, God. Look at this angle. You're going to be throwing from, like, over someone's head here. Oh, God, don't throw it at James. Nice job. Well, at least we're getting some use out of our rec room. I should probably put a floor down in one of these days, but, you know, not today, my friends. Marble. You know what? Yes, this rec room deserves a nice marble floor. Where do we do... Marble tile, can I do any other special types of things? No. Metal tile, that's about it. So marble tile it is. And we have just enough marble to make this into a nice floored room. Gonna look much better than it should now in dirt and nastiness. How's everything else going? We are still trying to push steel out. We don't have much iron. Who is the one that should be doing steel. I think that was... Where's my main crafter here? I have to look under the crafting, which is Popo. My Popo, why are you not doing... Ah, because you are in construction high priority. Let's turn this to 2. And then see if you go maybe do a little bit of smelting work for a wee bit. I believe you might. Hauling coal. And then coal and then iron might... Why are you do the bloomery? Forge 100 iron into steel. Do we have enough for the 5? We should be able to do this 500 at a time. Let me go ahead and say... I don't know. Let's kill this job at least. And then see what Popo decides to do. Showering with steel shower. Now this is what I get confused here. According to my restrictions, it's the 12th hour. It's 12 o'clock. He should be forced to work. So I'm not sure if they just take that under consideration, or maybe if their desires get like kind of maximized, or they're super unhappy, their need gets maximized, then they will go do what they want to do instead of doing what you want to do. Hey, we did manage to get ourselves a buck, and apparently we killed a doe. Awkward. We're gonna get a doe at the same time. Doe a deer, female deer. You can do it, green. Failed. That's okay. Let's go ahead and assign our new buck over to the animal area. Buck, buck. Lovely. I'm still bummed that we only have like 1 cow. I thought we had more than that, but I don't... When did we lose our 2nd cow? How long ago did that happen? I honestly don't remember. Research finished. Hospital bed, which means we also have auto doors too that I kind of forgot about. I wanted to throw down some auto doors in this space here. Let's do... we could probably do iron for funsies. Will this automatically replace... That's one of the mods that I really, really like. The mod that lets you automatically replace whatever you click on with whatever you want. Definitely one of the better mods that are out there. Also, the instant replace if destroyed, or destroy if replaced. I'm not sure the mod's name. Also a really fun one that I don't know if we have available to us right now. So Kakala is going to work on... Do you not have a nice light in here? Have we never added a ceiling lamp? I don't think we ever did. Let's remove the torch, perhaps. But what I'd like to do is get this multi-analyzer in place. That should unlock a lot more research for us down the road. It also will unlock the ability to make plasteel. So we don't have any plasteel on us. But by learning this, I think it's all the way down here. Look how far down this list it is. Yeah, it's going to be quite a ways. So I'm not sure how much research that's going to need to get done first, but making our own plasteel would be a wonderful alternative to waiting for it to appear. Hello, what the hell are you? Overgrown Colossus. How much meat would you drop? Or would you drop, like... You wouldn't actually drop much meat. Fascinating. Only 180. It's probably, like, more herbal stuff on you, apparently. We have a bunch of nightlings. That's terrifying. Are you some kind of a mix between... Oh, God, you're awful. Like a raptor and... Some kind of a raptor and something else. Purely nocturnal hunter. Isn't shy to prey on larger animals, including people. Lovely. It has a damage of 4.2, which is nothing to ignore. We definitely want to keep an eye out for that. Fun times. Still trying to tame a horse. Still dumping all of our poop out. I mean, by and large, things are looking pretty good for us, right? I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm pretty happy with how life is at Anvilboat right now. A lot more needs to get done, but I think there's so much stuff that needs to get done, and the amount of people we have is not there yet. And I think we still can go more. We can definitely keep getting more and more and more colonists here, especially with this mod. Hey, a group from the South Bootium Pact is visiting. They actually might use our new rooms here, which would be kind of cool. It's the whole reason we did this inn, so to speak, was to be able to give our visitors somewhere to come hang out at. So we'll see where they decide to set up camp at. Oh, by the way, I need to make the change here. I need to go to guest and then say you're allowed in the guest allow area, and your shopping area is here in guest purchase. And then we're going to make that the default. Always try to entertain, and always try to create friendships. So they should make their way over to their sleeping area. As our baby is wandering around trying to get food, and Dadu is like, nope, nope, you can't eat, apparently. It's so awkward. It's so very weird how they interact with each other. Are you vomiting? You are throwing up over here. Why are you throwing up at here? You're artery blockage, you're impotent, and you have chronic kidney disease. Please don't die while you're here. Oh, please don't. Hey, nice. They pay you as soon as they go to the bed. Now, is there like a reaction to how expensive our place is? Had to pay a fee. A very small, minor inconvenience. So 10 silver is worth a -1. That's no big deal. And we do have a lot of weapons here for sale. I don't mind giving them any of these weapons at all. Kind of our excess items. Combat supplier is here. One of our folks has a relationship with them. If a normal item what? Your item normal LMG is infused. Did they just drop that? Independent eye. Bruised tended to. Strange. Not sure what caused that. Are you about to get beat up by a bunch of these Night Stalker things? Nope, you decided to leave the map. No, fair enough. See you later. Maybe they got injured and they passed out for a second, and then they someone else picked up that item. So the item dropped on the ground and it showed up as being infused. Oh, you have some new friends visiting. Let's grab our one and only Salik, who is the politician, and have Salik go chat with Jack. See what kind of goodies our friends here are selling us. I think at this point we've gathered a couple of interesting things. I don't know if it's really anything incredibly noteworthy, but hey, they do have medicine available. Ooh, that would be lovely. Yes, I would. Well, hang on. Before I do that, do you have Neutronamine? I don't think you do. Neutronamine I thought would be somewhere in this general vicinity, and I do not see it. So yes, I will in fact grab quite a few, like I don't know, like 20 more medicine. We don't go through them crazy fast, but it would be nice to have a couple extras. So 30 medicine total will be great to have. What else can we sell them that they might be interested in, other than a ton of our animals? Yeah, you know what? Let's sell them all the extra pistols and all this stuff here. Let's just get rid of it at once, because it's basically at this point just taking up space. Sawed-off rifles and sawed-off shotgun, and the revolver, we will go ahead and sell those too. 22 is not bad. And that's pretty much it. That's all they really would want from us. They have a Leviathan mechanized combat armature. Holy cow. Equipped with appropriate heavy ordnance pilots, this exotic exoskeleton system will become a basically a walking battle tank. Well, that's terrifying and awesome at the same time. Anything else that might jump out at us? Nitrogen canister. I don't really know what this is useful for. How much would this cost us? You know, honestly, let's grab I don't know what these are for, but why not grab a couple for funsies? Napalm shell. We can always make our own shells, I believe, with all of the chem fuel reagents that we have. So let's do this trade. We will lose a little bit of silver, but you know what? Hey, what else is silver good for if not to be used? And I also am adding in a small building here. I'm turning this bedroom into a nursery, because I'm kind of curious if you need to assign Zucks to a nursery in order for them to have the appropriate behavior. And if nothing else, it'll be really close so they can move over and get a meal in the dining room. Because I checked on the forums, and it seems like it's a bit of a strange behavior that the babies are currently crawling around on their own. So, unsure if that's something we need to worry about, or it's just going to, you know, naturally take place. Where's Zucks at? just toddlering around. Hashtag just toddler stuff. You are now 1 year and 19 days old, so you are just chugging along, my friend. Hey, there we go. Georgia has tamed a doe, which means we now have a breeding pair of deer in our camp. Once I set our doe... Oh, we have a couple doe, actually. Lovely. So they will hopefully start reproducing in safety and not have any animals come to hunt them all the way back here. You know, if I really wanted to make sure they were safe, we could put down another controlled entryway here. That's just an auto door, like a wall and then an auto door. That way this entire area here is completely protected. And, you know, if a lynx happens to sneak all the way through and then decides to go attack an animal, they would be nice and safe. Maybe that's something we might look into. To really protect, especially if we build up, there we go, getting a little bit of deer love on. That way, if we really build up a big supply of animals, right, a lot of animals there, that would be something to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and do this. I want to go ahead and set some wood to be chopped. There we go. Clean up this area. I also want to throw down, can we grow trees yet? I can't remember if that was an option or not. Let's take a look at the, of course I would do that. It's like the whole thing. No, not quite. We don't have trees researched. Manhunter pack of what? Of Animus hares. What in the world are you? You are with latent psionic abilities. Okay. Good enough to use psionics. And your damage is really low, though. So I'm not terribly concerned about you. Let's make sure no one's outside. Popo is. Let's bring Popo back in real quick. And let's see how well our turrets do. against the Hare Menace. Can I maybe assign someone to this? Man the steel rifle emplacement. There we go. Take care of it, Popo. Get on your marks here. I like this rifle emplacement. It's actually kind of nice. All right, let's see how good our current defenses are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are going to win the battle versus the Hare Menace. If nothing else, I believe Addison is going to kick their butts. Go team, go! It drives me crazy how Addison won't help. Are we not quite at release yet? So why is this a thing? Why do you not get released in combat? Handler anyone. If I make you Popo, and I make you military, yeah, you're still not considered to be in anyone's control right now, and you're therefore unreleasable. So bizarre. Alright, I think we're going to win this battle. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Dadu's going to get killed by the giant rabbit of death. There we go. All taken care of, and I will change this over to anyone. Was this the part of it? Oh, maybe it had to be set through here. So maybe we should be assigning... I mean, Georgia is one of our best hunters, and I thought there was a setting under animals, maybe, where it tells whether or not they're going to be going out with them on a hunt, right? There's so many mods now, I really don't know which would be which. Oh, here it is right here. Automatically be mounted. No, this is the mounting part. Which one determined if they go out with you during a hunt? Follow the master when it's drafted. Here it is right here. Okay, I must have been missing this for a long time. Okay, cool. Follow the master while it's doing field work, like hunting, and then follow the master while it's drafted. So Green and Georgia are the masters of these two animals, and they're both okay. I think I'd rather set maybe Harris is one of the masters here. So instead of Green, I'm gonna go in here, change Green over. Oh, they have to be of a certain level. Well, then let's give it to both to Georgia. Both of our Gigantopithecus will be on Georgia Sleek. Are you a shooter? No, you're not. You're melee. Okay, that's fair. But at least now, let's see. Where's let's do a test here. Where's Georgia? Let's militarize Georgia. Here comes one of the Gigantos, and I think Ivy is about to get ridden by Sleek. So maybe once she gets off, or he gets off, the Gigantopithecus will come over and go over to where Georgia's at. Yep, sure enough. Okay, cool. So that is working as intended. I just missed a checkbox, my friends, as per normal. So this is a good point to put a cut in this episode. Thanks for joining me so much for this episode of Rimworld and Anvilboat and the Bear Killers. And hopefully, maybe in the next couple episodes, we will continue to expand our military defensive area just a wee bit. I did look at a couple of really awesome kill boxes on Steam. Like one of them was, it was like every single, every square would have, it was like a square of a turret, wall, turret, wall, turret, wall. Every turret had its own kind of a bay. There were tons of, like 4 sandbags thick around the entire area. The enemies had to crawl over a bunch of sandbags to get into the firing area. So really cool little kill zone. We could definitely do that. And then just leave the major exit out, you know, a different way. So as long as you have an open path in, I believe the enemies will always try to go in that direction. So I will catch you guys next episode. Until then, my friends, take care.